What's up, everybody? Happy Friday night. Think the mic is working. I'm only 8 minutes late. Sorry about that. Sorry about being 8 minutes late. I have a problem with just being exactly where I need to be at that. I always think I have more time to do things. I'm like, oh, I'll just do this really quick. And then before I know it, whoops. Plus, I'm angry. I'm so mad. We'll talk about it later. We'll get into it later. I need to vent first to myself. I need to self-vent before I vent because, I'm mad about something. We'll get there. We'll get there. And we'll get there hard. How's everybody doing? Pour yourself a drink. It's Friday night, and we're in for some friggin' fun. If it's not going to be fun, then I don't even want to be here. So we'll make it fun together. We'll make it fun together. Like a romantic movie with just the 90 of us. Mike said Mac Hogback Tasting Room in Estes Park, Colorado had bottles of Eclipse as of 8/3. Lovely space if you're in northern Colorado. Says Mike said Mac. I got my bottle back here. Gonna crack that baby open, give it a tasty poo. Toady Bag of Donuts is here. My mom is here. Love you, mother. Miss you. Miss your face. Man, got to see my parents while I was in Michigan. Was very, very nice. DL Fendel is here. Knob Creek just arrived. Can't wait to taste it. Hell yeah, DL Fendel. It's a killer Knob Creek pick, if I do say so myself. Tim Romero is here. Little Barry. There you go, Little Barry boy's here. Travis Robeson. T-Robes. What's up, Travis? What's up? What did we call you before? Shit. We had a new nickname for Travis, and then I forgot it, which sucks because it was a good one. Stinky Pants? No. Smelly Pants? It's not it. I don't know. Somebody will remind me maybe. Eric B is in the house. What's happening? Can't wait for an update on Matt's Supercut. It's here. It is Elbado. It's bad. It's not. It's hard to really. This is a professional. It is. What is this back here? It is all different lengths, and it is not. Oh man, there's like long hair everywhere. It's real bad. Real bad. Norman Hanklin is here. Quinn Lift is up in the house, or Quinn Ift. Hollywood Marine, what's going on? Josh Combe. I wish I could comb my hair to be as beautiful as Josh Combe in that profile picture. Dang good looking fella right there. Look at that guy. Wow. Rose Sankar is here. Good evening, all. Cheers from Ajax, Ontario, sipping on Canadian Club 18-year rye. Hells yeah. Welcome in from our northernmost most friend, Canada. My Kappa's in the house. What's happening? Oh, Tony Bag of Friggin' Donuts is here. This is going to be a good night. This is going to be a good night. Like we always do. We're going to start off with a blind pour on these solo live streams. If you didn't see, the Matt Madness finals are set for 2 weeks from tonight. August 22nd will be the finals. Dan Shook versus the Grease. Dan Shook versus Grease. Ooh. Oh, my titties bounced. I'll have to clip that for future. Wayne Arnold is in the mother. What's happening? Thad is here. What's going on? Jim Sachs is here. Friggin' playing the sax or having the sax, whatever he's doing it under the name Jim or James or Jimmy or Jamathan. Very beginning, yeah. Listen, it starts off pretty slow and pretty rough, like most things in my life. But as the wheels get turning and the leg gets moving and the grease starts flowing and we start to have a good time. And Matt's about to explode. Here comes Gravity Tractor. Travis, I'm upset about a thing. We'll get to it. Don't summon Gravity Tractor. Gravity Tractor will be up in this bitch. Just bouncing heads off turnbuckles. You know what I'm saying? Blessed by God is here. Let's say you on the Uncle Nearest deal. I have no comment at all. That's not for me to, I don't know. I mean, and I've looked into it. I've heard Grease and Will talk about it, heard Dan and Sean talk about it. I looked at some stuff, but that's just, who am I to say anything about that? You want my legal mind? That's all I got. That's all I got. Hope for the best. Jason Kobe, friggin' Jason Kobe. Goat, Jason Kobe. Cheers and happy Friday. Stuck at work for a few more hours, but had to say hello. Hey, Jason, miss your friggin' beautiful voice. We need to chat on the phone one of these days. The voice, one of the voices of Matt Madness himself. Next time, come to Tennessee. Dang it. Where the hell did it go? Did you get a haircut? It's looking good. I'm not looking good. I got a haircut. I got butchered. That's what happened. Let's see. Crap. The chat friggin' did the thing on me, and now I lost where I was at. No idea. Nick Schuster, what up? Matt Drango SRT got a set of new rubbers put on today. That hurts the bourbon budget a bit. Yeah, what? Let me guess. There's probably 20-inch wheels on the Durango. Ultra wide. Very big tires. Jeez Louise, couple $1,000. Let me guess. $1,800 for tires, brand new tires for that bad boy. Would that be true? Mounted, balanced, 1,800. That'd be four. No, I'll say 1,580. 1,580 is my guess. Final answer. All right, like we do most of the time. Wow, my brain, bad brain. We'll get. This is gonna. We need to start somewhere, and that's with the blind pour. I grabbed a blind sample out of the blind sample box. I didn't look at it, I promise. If you don't believe me, then I'm a big fat liar. But I didn't look at it on purpose. Let me find a glass. Got one. We got so much stuff to get into tonight, by the way. We have, I want to taste my Knob Creek pick. I got the Jack Daniel's Blackberry thing that they sent me. And I was going to put ice in a glass and Diet Coke as well, but I forgot to do that. Maybe I'll have to do it later. Got this Derby Town, some Melwood, the Hogback Eclipse, both August releases for Barrel King, including my blend, which is available even to non-members of Barrel King. And also Russell's 13, the brand new one. I haven't opened it yet. And I got it for, what's the MSRP on Russell's 13? I got mine for $179.99 off of a website of a local store. So that's pretty good, I think. This is in focus. No. Focus. All right, now I'm going to open my hand, and then you will see what it is, hopefully. Maybe, maybe not. But it should be in focus. I'm not sure what label's on it, so I don't know if it's a legible label or a not legible label. But no spoilers in the chat, please. No spoilers. All right. Now, America. Hide it. There. Perfect. Wow, that's dark as shit. Whoo, buddy. Look at that. That is dark as... Damn. Hide current comment. Let's see. The chat kept going. $200 per tire for my Corolla. Yeah, so I was thinking like $400 per tire for an SRT. I don't even know. Those got to be big boys. Really curious about the Jack Blackberry. Love Fire and Honey. Do not like apple at all. I'm not a big flavored whiskey fan, but when Jack Daniels sends you a full bottle of Jack Daniels 14 year, when they send you a bottle of Jack Daniels Blackberry, you taste it and talk about it. And even if you don't like it, you still say, thank you, Jack Daniels, and at least open it on screen. Because holy crap, they're very generous. Very generous, Jack Daniels. To us nobodies out here. That is so dark. That's got to be either extremely old or very finished. Let's go for a nose. Very old. Holy shit, what is that? I picked a good one out of the box. Oh, pleasure me with players. Man, what on earth? That is super sweet, super cherry oak. It kind of reminds me of the King of Kentucky on the nose. I don't think I have one of those in the box. Within $20, Stratus Rosen. But I went over. Boom. Under MSRP for the all stores near me are $250 plus. I ordered both the Barrel Kings for August. First bottles from them. Anyone get a shipping number that from Hogback? Yeah, I don't know about the Hogback thing. I ordered mine before I put out the video. So apparently between in one of the comments, there's like 300 orders like in the first 40 minutes that I published the video between my order number and somebody else's order number. So I think that they were very overwhelmed with orders. But you'd think that they would have like a limit in the store saying like, oh, when it sells this many, it's sold out. Not like have an endless number. That's on them. That's totally on them. I'll take responsibility for nothing because I loved it. But if it's sold out and it doesn't say sold out on screen, that's not my fault. I just saw that they were in a store and I was like, you can buy this shit? Only said Russell's 13 for $350. Cam Nelson B was way better. Jack Fire's Suburban Chili. Yuck. But okay. Anthony Tinnin, what's the cracking, Mattias? Not much. Just sitting here, smelling something delicious. Oh, man. 16 plus years old. Super oaky, super sweet, super bourbony. This is a friggin' super Kentucky bourbon. Super, super, super. Man, I shouldn't taste this right off the bat tonight because it's going to ruin everything else. All right, whatever it is, down the hatch. That was a big sip. What in the farts is that? Damn, that is good. What on earth? It's like, feels like barrel proof. I have no idea what that could be. 130 proof. 100. This is my first sip of whiskey, so I'm not going to go 130. I'll go 120 proof. 16 years old, Kentucky. The distillery? Well, hold on. There's almost like a... Second sip has tamed down quite a bit. But that is remarkable whiskey. I almost, and by almost I mean like I'm waiting for the red wine finish to hit me because it does remind me of a Jack Daniel's product quite a bit without the red wine finish. Is that a Coy Hill sample? No, because there's a red wine finish on that. Brown Foreman of some kind? It's too oaky to be a Buffalo Trace product. It's too oak forward. Huh. Whatever it is damn good. Oh boy. I'm gonna take one more sip of it and then I'll do the old reveal for myself since you guys already know what it is. F&A, that's dark. Mm-hmm. Her Jack Blackberry is actually good. They scented the box. So when you opened the box that they sent, it smelled like blackberry something. Actually, it smelled kind of like blackberry perfume or something. I was like, damn, that smells good. And Carissa was like, I kind of want to drink that. But she never says that. $149.99 for Russell's Reserve 13. Yeah, so I got a damn good deal. I think that they put it on their website as a mistake, which I took full advantage of. Actually, I didn't take full advantage of it. There were 3 of them in stock, and I bought 1. Taking full advantage would have been buying 3. But I didn't want to try to buy 3 and then cancel my order. So I bought 1. And then a few minutes later, it was no longer on their website. So I think that they saw that they made a mistake and they were good on it, sold it to me, and then took it off their website. $179.99. Hell yeah. Boom. Good score. And it was also a picture of the Russell's Reserve single barrel on there, and it said Russell's Reserve 13, 180. And I was like, well, Russell's Reserve single barrel is not 180, so it's got to be 13. Oh boy, just took a sip of the world's strongest knob. It's special, really delicious. I think so too. I haven't tasted it since I got home from Colorado or from Michigan. And what I did notice when I tasted something else that I only tasted in Michigan was it tasted way better here and smelled way better here. When I'm not at home, my senses are weird. Like we were in my in-laws' house, and my father-in-law, he's a smoker. Not inside, he doesn't smoke, but it just kind of tracks around. And then there's pet dander everywhere, and it's just kind of like smelling stuff and tasting stuff is really difficult in that environment. So I try to do it outside of that environment. But it's still not the same. When I get home, it's like when I'm really honed in and I'm like, oh, this is actually what it tastes like. And my 12-year Barrel King, I opened that last night and tried it, and I was like, holy shit. It's completely different than when I tasted it for the video in a much better way. I was actually blown away. I was like, holy crap, this smells incredible. It tastes like so happy. So the Knob Creek, I'm looking forward to tasting now that I'm here. And I'll do that in a minute. Tony Bag of Donuts, member for 5 months. Matt, instead of Diet Coke, grab a lemonade. I don't have lemonade. No, don't. I have Whistling Diesel's El Colo. I have Real American Beer by Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace. Have Diet Coke, Coke Zero, a Ghost energy drink. I think that's about it. And water. The proof on the Knob Creek pick is 125.3, 9 years, 9 months. Miss Do, glad to be back. Oh, Fabian, thank you. Member for 44 months. Good grief. That's incredible. Dude, thank you so much. And I hope whatever it is something we can buy. There's whatever is in this glass is nothing that you can be. We're not going to be able to buy this. I'd really highly doubt it. My proof meter was probably high. Maybe it's more around 110 proof, possibly. Nah, maybe it's still 120. I don't know. Jeez. Well, I don't know what that is, though. A very safe score for that, totally blind, on a live stream. 8.85, which is an incredible score. If the bottle was in front of me, it could even got a higher score. Where's that's not it. There it is. So it's in the spectacular range, bordering on some of the best I've ever tasted. So good. So stinking good. What is it? What were we drinking? Holy shit, really? Wow, that's good. That is from Mark Schwartz. Old Forester 117 series, number 1, High Angels share, 110 proof. That's not even old, I don't think. It's just like, or is it old? I don't even know. But this has been in my collection for a while. High Angels share, Old Forester 117 series is damn good. I like that a lot. I was right about the Brown Foreman thing. Huh. Why does it taste so old? I mean, I know that it's like basically extracted from wood at that point, but holy balls, that's good. Marine Franchi's here. Hi, Marine. How are you? Tell Gare Bear I say hi. You're giving it too much credit. Sweet Cindy's here. How's it going? I'm 4 minutes back. Blackberry whiskey is good in a college dorm? Yes. For sure. Curious on that El Colo. Tastes like an energy drink. El Colo tastes like kind of like a Red Bull flavoring. Sort of like that. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's uncarbonated, which makes it special because you don't get the burps. Yeah, well, I was in the UP. And I never get to see as many people as I want to. -5 for proof. I just said, didn't I say 110? Damn it, I know. Trash, you're keeping score on me. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'll accept it. Any fun stories to share from your vacation? So many. Well, we have all night. Age is non-age stated. Makes sense. What do we want to get into first? Let's see. Well, I've had these for a long ass time and I haven't opened them yet. Derby Town, 7 years old. This was from the Bourbon Pursuit guys. They sent this. This came in the box from them a long time ago, and I just haven't opened it. So I'm going to have a little taste of this, and then a little taste of the Melwood, just to see what's happening there. Derby Town, 7 years old, barrel proof, 122.8. Pursuit Spirits Company. Pursuit of Banana, determine location, Melwood Avenue. Boy. Distilled in Kentucky, bottled by Pursuit Spirits. Crap. I should have done some research on this. I didn't even know I was going to open it tonight. So I don't know where it's from, but 7-year barrel proof. Unique. Has like a dusty corn note to it. Like yeah, like you put your face in a bowl of dusty corn. Well, that's nice. That's familiar. Wonder why is that familiar? Wonder who distilled that. Hold on a second. I might be sick. Oh, my tummy. Oh, wait. Oh, going through a bunch of emotions and feelings right now. Tummy's been sensitive lately. It's a bit nutty. That's a bit nutty. The throwing up thing is not due to the whiskey. It's just a stomach issue I'm having. I might have to sneeze. Sometimes I get nauseous and then I sneeze and then it goes away. It's a real thing. I think I'm broken. A little bit nutty, dusty corn. Derby Town, not bad. I don't know what the price is on these bad boys, but not bad. Coming after that 117 series, kind of like, a step down, obviously. But not bad. I like the bottling. It looks really cute. It looks very cute. The Melwood is 100 proof. And must be from the same place, just 100 proof. Is that the deal here? This is me doing bad work, bad job on my end. I should have definitely done more research on this, but that can be done later. I just want to taste it. They've been sitting here for too long. You can't just let stuff sit. Melwood. Derbytown's Bardstown. That was not the whiskey. That was just me putting whiskey on my stomach. Melwood is Rabbit Hole. Okay. What does it say? Christian, what's up, Matt? My daughter asked me to say hello. She gets a kick out of comments being read in live streams. Even that stupid comment, that you could have said anything. She gets a kick out of something dumb like that. Oh, geez. You could have said anything, Christian. I would have read anything. She gets a kick out of it, so say this, and I would have said it. But no. Straight to the point. Hopefully she got a kick out of your lame comment. And if she did, then good for you. If she didn't, that's on you. That's not on me. Melwood also. Berry and nutty. Let me go back to the Derbytown. Yeah, they smell different. The Derbytown is more of that dusty corn note. The Melwood is more of like a raspberry jam and nuts. Kind of like a raspberry Uncrustable. Kind of tastes like a raspberry Uncrustable, honestly. A liquid 100 proof raspberry Uncrustable. Those are fun. The back end of both of them are, they kind of, I wasn't expecting a youthful note in the 7-year, but it was kind of there. The Melwood, a little bit more of that on the back end. The finish of them kind of make me feel like they're from the same place. The noses not so much, but the finish of them kind of both do the same thing, where they get like nutty shells and like kind of like sawdust and nuttiness together. Isn't Melwood Pursuit Spirits? Yeah, that's bottled by the Pursuit guys. Melwood is 4-year, I believe, $50. $50 for 375. Okay. Still a rabbit hole. You guys just talking about how to drink the blackberry stuff, huh? That's interesting. Thrasher, Maddie, my wife, asked me to have you say hi, and I told her not doing it. Now she's mad at me because you said hi to Christian's daughter. Thanks. Well, I can't make everybody happy. Not even in this household. If I can't make my wife happy, then how in the hell am I supposed to make Thrasher's wife happy? Probably could, though. That's a joke. Love you, Thrasher. Breakfast raspberry on pancakes, man. Other pops. Otter Pops. Otter Pops. Otter Pops. Otter Pops. Otter Pops. Are those like the freezer things? Like the frozen fruit things? Otter Pops. It's got to be, right? All right. We did 3. This is what I wanted to taste. So I tasted this back in Michigan and thought it was pretty special. America. This is my Knob Creek pick that it's sold out. I just wanted to taste it while we're here because I chose the barrel on a live stream, and then I think that this is actually much, much better than it was when I tasted it from the sample box. 9 years, 9 months old, Warehouse Q, Floor 5, Rick 15, 125.3 proof. No sticker on mine because I got the pre-released version, the pre-sticker version, but it was the world's strongest knob was the sticker. Fun stuff. Thrasher's moist stance on Matt's haircut. It's a bad haircut. It's a bad haircut. Yeah. Thrasher, you still there? I'm sorry. Cracker Jacks. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Yeah. Ooh. There is a tad more nuttiness on here now than I didn't taste that before. I did declare that this was the least nutty tasting Knob Creek I've had in a very long time. However, now that I'm home, maybe it's just because I tasted the Derbytown and the Melwood. Maybe that nutty note is prevalent on my palate, and it's just kind of like a sympathy nut. I didn't mean anything by that. Jeez Louise, Matt. Wow. I'm doing this too fast, too furious. I do like that a lot. I'll have to revisit that again by myself. There is more nuttiness on there than I imagined, that I even thought was possible. Still very good though. Still very, very good. Weird. When I'm at home, things taste different. When I'm on the road, things taste different. I don't know. It's very good. I do like it. But maybe my nut comment was not. I don't know. I'll have to wait for feedback from everybody else. But for the price of it, barrel strength, Knob Creek, hell yeah. Almost 10 years old. Good deal. It's a good deal. My wife said it looks good, and my cousin that's sitting next to her said it looks terrible. Well, your cousin's super smart and has eyes. And your wife is just trying to butter you up for something to say your friend looks nice. Buy a trimmer kit and learn to cut your own hair, Matt. You can do it at least as you... Listen, my 10-year-old, she's 9. My 9-year-old could have cut this. It's really bad. It was very, very bad. Hair looks great tonight. If not, you can't really... It's... thank goodness. It's 6 different lengths. Everywhere you turn, it's a different length. Sympathy nuts are the best, says Thrasher. That's true. If you're married, you're familiar with those. P.S. The kids have gone to bed since my last comment. Luda reference. Luda. That's right. That was your high school nickname? You got those in high school? Jeez. See you, Ben. Have a good night. Take care. Hearts back to you. Although excited, your beard looks very nice tonight. My beard could use a good trimming. My beard could use a nice trimming. But since my hair got all messed up, I didn't give a crap about my beard no more. And you know what else I don't give a crap about? I'm going to vent for a bit. I'm going to vent. should I vent with? Now, hold on. I'll be right back. What the hell? No way. Not prepared for anything. I'm not prepared for a damn thing ever. There's only one Diet Coke in the mini fridge, which means that one of my kids must have got into the Diet Coke. And I dare not to drink the last Diet Coke, because as soon as I open it, my wife will be like, Diet Coke, please? And I'll be like, oh, we're out. It's my bad. World's Strongest Knob isn't sipping too nutty for me this eve. Delicate nut. That's what I thought. It was a very delicate nut. I think it was just because of what I tasted right before that was kind of nutty. So that's what happened there. What the hell's going on? What's up, Trenton? Derbytown 78 10 12. Bardstown 7 years old. Melwood 6-year rabbit hole 78 12 10. Good barber's hard to put a price on. I pay $200 a month, but I just like, I never know when I'm going to get a haircut. So they always happen on kind of on a whim. And I'm like, I'll get a haircut today. And then Great Clips, it's like so easy because I'm like right there. And then, I check the wait time and it's 0 minutes and I pop in and I get a haircut. Normally it's acceptable, but not every time. The River Roots Red Sky would be appropriate for venting. Oh, I love that. Love that barrel. Matt, I'm thinking about Barrel King. Tell my wife I'm a good thinker. Fish orange wide eyes. You're a very good thinker, Jason. You're a very good thinker. Barrel King is phenomenal. By the way, that's what I'll do. I'll do that really quick while I vent. This is my 12-year blend. America. It is available to non-Barrel King Gold members while we still have bottles of it. It's a little bit more expensive than if you are a Barrel King Gold member. Some people are upset about that, but we got to keep the gold members happy if that's the way it works. Normally they're not available to non-gold members, but if you want to try one without being a gold member, this is just the month to do it, and it's more expensive. But with that being said, good grief. I had Glencairns in Michigan, and I was tasting it in Michigan, Glencairns. These are superior tasting and nosing glasses, these Viskies. And when I poured this here last night, same thing I'm getting right now. It's a wow. Holy shit. And I don't even, it sucks. Because I want to really enjoy it and tell you like what I'm feeling and thinking about it. But at the same time, since it's something that I blended, it comes across as not being honest at all. It comes across as being like self-serving but I'm just hoping that you guys know me enough by now to know that I wouldn't do that. But this smells absolutely phenomenal. Venting time. Last summer, 2 summers ago, we bought a pair of inflatable kayaks. And they weren't super cheap. It was one for me and one for the wife. And then she ended up getting a paddleboard, an inflatable paddleboard. So she didn't use her kayak, but once. She used it once. But the same, it's a Intex Excursion 2 or something like that. It's like a 2-person inflatable kayak. The first summer we had it, I used it maybe 3 times. Last summer, I did not use it at all. This summer, brought it to Michigan with her paddleboard, and then we get to lake to a fishing. I'm like, I'm going to go fishing. So I get to a lake and I take the paddleboard off the top of the truck and take the kayak off the truck. There's a kayak bag and a paddleboard bag, and they're tied down to the top of the truck. Get to the lake I want to fish at early ass morning. And then I'm wrong. This is the first time was in an afternoon. It was friggin' hot and humid. Take it off the truck, unfold it. Then I realized that the hand pump inflator is in the paddleboard bag because there's more room in the paddleboard bag. So I take the paddleboard bag off the top of the truck after I already cinched it back down. So I'm getting frustrated, like, oh, I forgot to do this. Get the pump from the paddleboard bag and then tie the paddleboard bag back down. And then I pump up the one side of the kayak, and then I pump up the other side of the kayak, then I pump up the floor of the kayak. And I'm sweating profusely because it's a hand pump. And then I noticed that one side of the kayak is deflating rather quickly. And I was like, how in the hell is there a hole in this? So I deflate it, and then I stuff it back in the truck, and I drive back to my in-laws' house. And that night, I put a patch on it. And then a couple mornings later, I went fishing with it. Good job, me. Get done fishing, deflate it, put it back on top of the truck, and then I'd say like 4 or 5 mornings after that, I'm going to go fishing again in a different lake. So I get to the different lake, I inflate it early ass morning, and then I get down to the boat ramp and I put it in the water. And right before I get in it, I realize that one side of it again. Actually, the first time was the floor. It wasn't the side, it was the floor. The floor had a hole in it. The second time, and it had 0 holes when I got out of the water. Then I get in the water and it's like just spitting out air in the water, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" There was no hole there before. Why? So I literally patch it in the water, like I'm just friggin' with the RT, the sealant, and it's like putting like plastic over it, like the patch stuff, and then just around the edges, I'm just sticking to it, and I'm like, this bitch is gonna float today because I'm going fishing. So it took me like, I would say, half hour of like just trying to get this thing plugged up, and it's plugged up. And then I fished for a while, but it was a pain in the bitch every time I wanted to use it. Huge pain in the bitch. Plus, I'm super fat now, and it's hard to fish out of it. That's my fault. The holes, though, like, where did they come from? Why? Anyway, get home. Here. Paddleboard inside. Kayak inside. Right? Time to relax. Well, that's good. I want to go fishing tomorrow morning, like Saturday morning, very early tomorrow. I want to drive out to one of the reservoirs here and go fishing. So before I started live streaming tonight, I'm like, I'm going to inflate the kayak and put it on top of the truck so it's ready to go for the morning. I'll just strap her down to the top of the truck. But I know that my kayak is triple patched and it's a pain in the bitch. And I just know that I'm going to inflate it and there's going to be another problem. So what do I do? What anybody would do. I use my wife's kayak since she got a paddleboard. So I go outside, unfold the kayak. It's in pristine shape. It's been used one time. I air this bitch up. Both sides of the floor. I put it on top of the truck. Friggin' ratchet strap. Friggin' ratchet strap on the back. Friggin' bungee cord, ratchet strap to the front door. This bitch is ready to rock and roll. And then I notice that one side of it is deflated. The one that's been used, it's brand new. Son of a bitch. Oh, I'm so mad. There's nothing worse than unratchet strapping something that you just ratchet strapped. Like friggin' pulling the shit out, like click. The whole throw it off of there, and there's a little tiny itsy bitsy friggin' hole in like one side of it. I need a boat or something that can't get holes in it. I am inflatable out. I am so inflatable out. I can't do it anymore. So when I'm done with the live stream tonight, I'm going to wander my fat ass into the front yard. I'm going to pump up the friggin' brand newish kayak. I'm going to find the leak and I'm going to plug it. And it's going to hold. I'm going to put it on top of the truck tonight. My alarm is going to be set for very early tomorrow. I'm going to get up really early. I'm going to shower. Or maybe I won't even shower. Maybe I'll raw dog fish. Maybe I'll do that. But I promise you, I'm going to load all the fishing shit into the truck. Everything's going to be great. I'm going to drive my ass to the reservoir. I'm going to get out of the truck. I'm going to look up at it. And there's going to be a new hole. It's going to be deflated. And I'm going to lose my ever-loving shit. I can't pitch patch every goddamn day. Patch. Why didn't they just put a whole patch on the boat before they even sold it to me? Those weren't even cheap. They weren't even super cheap. That Barrel King 114 is good. And I like it. And I enjoy it. And you should become a Barrel King Gold member and get one yourself. If you love me. I hate kayaks, the inflatable kind. Oh boy. Anyway. That, I finally did get an electric air pump, Eric. And then, I need to get one that's like made. You know what? I'm not. That's a funny thing. Actually, I probably should. My wife's paddleboard is a mother bitch to inflate because you have to pump it up to like, oh boy, like 10 psi or something, and that's a lot of pumping. Like that board is hard as a friggin', like hard as a rock by the time you're done pumping it. But I did get an electric one that plugs into like the 110 volt plug-in in my Maverick, but I have to like hold the things together, and it only pumps it up like I'd say 75% of the way, and then I have to hand pump the rest. So I did get one of those. It's not just that's what I used tonight until the last bits. Yeah, I should probably get a more like inflatable designed air pump, not one that's made for beds and shit. But at the same time, I'm not really interested anymore. Flex Seal. I don't want. I'm sealed out. OGD 114. Love the channel. Trent. Hell yeah. Can you use Flex Seal? Probably. World's Strongest now excellent and kicking your ass. Nice. Love it. Remus Gatsby Reserve 2024 with at 150. I would buy one at 150. Yeah, the Gatsby Reserves are awesome. The 15-year-old Gatsby's are really good, and I think that's $50 less than MSRP. Show the fish, show the kayak, show the wife. Jeez. Oh man, 'twas but 2 summers old. Travis Robeson. 'Twas but 2 summers old. Patient waiting on 12 summers. It's good. It's good. The nose on it is like blowing my damn mind. It smells so old right now, like so refined and beautiful. Can't poke any holes in that. A pricker burr inside your kayak bag. If a pricker burr is poking holes inside of that type of a kayak, then it's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a pricker burr. Pricker burr should be not. I mean, like, you should be able to run into a pricker burr. It's more like a friggin', I don't know, like Brian Koberger's in there. You know? Shouldn't have said that. That was bad. Some sort of, like, it's getting really poked hard. New Falling in Reverse song just dropped, but I'm here for the kayak story. What the hell's New Falling in Reverse song? I don't know what that is. And it's not really necessarily a good fishing kayak because I can't stand up in it at all. It's like I am in there, and it is. But when I was in pictures, or we won't believe it. Do I have any pictures? Let me see. I might. Oh. Here's a picture. Come on. Boom. That's the bottom right there. That's the first one that pissed me off. That was a bigger one. That was kind of a big one right there. That was the biggest one that made the most noise. Oh, and then my flated topper, my freaking flated topper for my Maverick, it's falling apart. See that? Pets' heads are falling off. Inflatable problems I'm having. So many inflatable problems. Oh, here we go. Here's a picture of my dad drinking Pappy from a straw. That's good. Oh, I love that. That's my favorite picture ever. I miss them. Oh boy, that made me happier. How many fish did I catch when I was in the UP? Great question, Matt. Like 4 or 5. I lost a couple big fish, but caught a nice pike, couple walleyes, a smallmouth, and then I lost a big smallmouth, which sucked. If I still lived in Colorado and saw you at Cherry Creek Reservoir, I would die laughing. I don't even know where that's at. Where's Cherry Creek Reservoir? It's Thrasher. Joe the Sample Guy, right? I freaking love Thrasher so much. He's a good guy. Pappy was drinking Pappy. That's right. Let's see. Let's try this. So, I mean, I'll do the Jack Daniels, the Blackberry last, considering America, considering it's sugary. But so the first Hogsback Eclipse sample that I got was 129 proof, I think. And then I ordered one immediately after. I knew it was a different batch because it was a different proof. I hoped that whatever I got was in the same ballpark as the sample I got, because apparently a lot of people tried to buy it, and I'd look like an asshole if it wasn't in the same ballpark. But it is. This one I got is batch 8, and it's 119.4 proof, 59.7, 119.4. So it is. Oh, excuse me, MGP bourbon, or MGP rye, finished in rum barrels, which the bottle's really pretty. Like, really pretty bottle. And when I tasted it, I gave it a really, really high score. The blind one I did. It tasted and smelled a lot like a Willet Purple Top. Yeah, it's very cinnamony and berry. The funny thing is, now that I know that it's finished in rum, then the tricks that on my brain that it plays, it's like, oh yeah, it's rum finished. But if I try to ignore that and just go back to where I was blind, it smells really good. And it does, like, if you get a bottle of this, and it's the same batch that I have now, I think this might be more rum forward on the nose. But if you just ignore the rum idea in your head and just try to think like you're tasting it or smelling it blind, and just pretend like it's a Willet, it's so right there. It's right in that same ballpark as like a Willet product. Then when I tasted it, and it was almost 130 proof, that was where I was like, oh wow. This being a little bit lower proof, I don't know. That is damn good. That's a $79 bottle of whiskey. Barrel strength. I don't know the age on the rye. That is a damn good bottle of whiskey. I'm so happy with that. I'm pretty sure the sample I got was a better expression, a better batch, higher proof, and like, but even I'm thrilled with this at $80 for it being what it is. Even the color on it's very light. It does not look dark at all. But the flavor is so full bodied that it's insane. A ton of cinnamon. There's like a little bit of like a tinge of like molasses. Very sticky. Very good. Yeah, the Hogback Eclipse. If you come across a bottle of it ever, I'd pick one up for sure. It's one of my happiest finds. And I'm not even sure who gave me the sample. I didn't have a name on the sample, so I can't even say thank you to them. So it wasn't even like I found it, but I did find it eventually in my sample box. So I kind of found it. I kind of discovered it myself. Not really, but sort of. Hardest part of smoking fish is keeping it lit. That's funny. Did you hear from the distillery, Matt? Sorta. Not really. I reached out to them before I reached out to them after I literally shot the video late at night, and then I was getting ready for bed, and I placed an order for a bottle on the website, and then I sent them a message on Instagram and an email, basically saying like, holy shit, this is really good. Wow. Basically, I shot a video for it, and it was blind. So if you watch the video, it's a genuine response, is what I told them. Like, that's how I felt about it. It's really, really good. And then they wrote me back and basically said, let me know when you publish the video. And then I published the video, and then I wrote them back and said, I published the video, and I think what you're doing is really special. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then I didn't hear back from them after that. But I don't care. They don't need to hear back from them. It's not a big deal. It's not like I just hope that they're able to fulfill the orders that, I think there is a lot. I hope this is somewhat close to the first sample I ordered too. It is, I would say, it's not quite the holy shit wow that the 130-ish proof one was, but it's super enjoyable. The flavor profile is the same. I'd say it's probably 85% of what the sample was, which is still tremendous for being $79. Jump in the conversation. Weller full proof or Stag? I have a weird thing lately where Buffalo Trace products are making me nauseous. It's strange, right? Normally I would say Stag for sure. My cork top came unglued, so I used the Bardstown one. Which one? For which bottle? The person who sent it commented on the prior video. Oh, I'll have to go back and look. It was batch 2. Oh, shoot. I'll have to go. Yeah, I need to go look then to see who it was. That's not what I'm not looking for that at all. That's not what. I know that some people think that like you do things for free stuff, and that's not it. That's not it at all. What it's exciting is when you taste something that's special. And then in that video, I said, God, I hope this is like something I can get. Like, I hope this is something that is obtainable, but I'm sure it's not. Then when I saw what it was, I was like, what is that? And then I went on my phone and looked, and like you could buy them on a website. I was like, holy shit, you can actually buy these. And they're $80. So when something does like makes you feel a certain way, and then you can tell that it's obtainable and affordable, like props to them for doing it. I don't need any credit or anything like that at all, or free stuff. I just wanted everybody else to have that same experience I had, like, because it's neat when you can taste something completely that's not something you're familiar with, or something that's you've never seen before, and it makes you go, wow, like that's a cool experience. Are they all finished in rum casks? I feel like I need 1 or 3 of those. The Eclipse Ryes are all finished in rum casks, yeah. Apparently. So I think also along those lines, I think that they also make their own stuff. Like they also make single malts, or I'm not shoot. I think that they distill their own stuff as well. And I don't mean to like hurt any feelings when I tell people that I'm really impressed by something that they sourced and finished, instead of telling them that I'm impressed by something that they distilled. But if I'm impressed with something, I'm going to say I'm impressed with something. I haven't tried anything else from them at all, but for them to get that flavor profile out of that rye is pretty crazy, because I've never tasted a rum finished rye that has that profile. It's good. It is good. I like it a lot. Are the stories about you true? Probably. They don't say where they're from. At least not. They don't say it on their bottles. I'm not sure if they share that publicly or not, where they're from. Wait a minute. Are the rum casks from Mount Gay Eclipse, and hence the name? Because Mount Gay Eclipse is wonderful. The aquifer there is coral, and that's why the rum is so clean. Oh, Mount Gay rum is called Eclipse? That's a super solid take if that's the case. That would make sense. My mom says, what stories are you referring to? I have no idea, Mom. I just said, yeah. All right. Let's see. Little palate cleanser. Then I'm going to get into Russell's 13. I didn't open it. I was excited. I wanted to open it right away, but I didn't. I didn't do it. I'm leaking water out of both sides of my mouth. I'm a total disaster. Try the Eclipse rum sometime. Sure. That is hardly controversial. That's true. That's true. By the way, tonight's live stream brought to us by the finest cigars on the planet, Alec Bradley Cigars. Alec Bradley, thank you for sponsoring these live streams, and thank you for producing the world's finest cigars. They're good. They're damn good. I wouldn't be caught smoking anything. I wouldn't be, if you caught me with a cigar, it'd be an Alec Bradley. And I've honestly turned down cigars that weren't Alec Bradley. I've said no. I refuse. These lips belong to one cigar company and one cigar company only. And I've put them on the cheek of at least one of the Rubens. And his name is Alec. Rock Hill Rye Double Cask is my winner. Rock Hill Rye, Rock Hill. Is that the Rock Hill Mississippi? Rock Hill? No, that's Rock something else. Or Alabama? No. Where the hell does Trev Wilson live? One of those states. I heard Matt Porter inflated an old kayak with some ABC bubblegum and went on to win 2006 World Jam Flushing Tournament. What the hell? Jeez Louise, you guys are nuts. So I think that, not sure what I'm going to do for the Arkansas. That's what it was. Arkansas. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the live stream next week. I might have Outlaw on. I'll see if he can come on. He sent me a bunch of these tequilas that I haven't opened yet. And I kind of want to taste through them, but I want to taste through them with somebody who knows about them. And Outlaw is fun. And he sent them to me. So I might have Outlaw on next week if he can join me, possibly. That'd be fun. Some tequila tasting. But then the week after that is the finals for Matt Madness. And then the 29th, I'm thinking about doing the 2025 Summer Slam. We didn't do Summer Slam last year due to my mouth stuff, but I think that there are a few weeks between now and the 29th where I can put together some Summer Slam for patrons who we do different varieties of whiskeys and different weight classes, and then based off of proof. And then I think I can probably put that together before the 29th because September isn't quite summer anymore. But Summer Slam could probably happen on the 29th. That's the way my brain's working. Russell's Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 13 years old, barrel proof, non-chill filtered, 61.9% alcohol by volume, 123.8 proof. This distinctive bourbon, aged 13 years and bottled at barrel proof, showcases the Russell's decades of whiskey making experience and expert ability to develop complex flavor through careful aging and keen barrel selection. Each bottle represents the perfect expression of the barrel, masterfully crafted to be opened, poured, and shared. Nice. Love it. America. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Oh, I got some on the label. Sad day. Thoughtfully selected and intentionally crafted, this bourbon is a testament to the revered mastery of Eddie Russell, bottled in spring 2025. Noise. Generations of Craft, Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Man, beautiful bottle. Didn't think I was going to get one of those this year, but as luck would have it, I went on a website at the right time. Color on it is beautiful. beautiful on this Russell's 13. Giving it a bit of a spin job, a swirl job. Little SJ, as we call it. It is taking a ride on the whiskey tilt-a-swirl. It's like the old fair ride, the Gravitron. Except for when you get off this ride, well, you still might throw up, but not if you drink responsibly. Well, if you're spinning in circles for this long, this fast, you might. Look at it go. Look at it go in there. Just aggravating the whiskey. Aggravating it. So hard. Now it settles. Settles to a rest. Now I'm about to put this Russell's 13 to the test. That smells great. Very woody. Huh. That is very woody. Not even like, oh, my knee's about to crack. Oh. Maybe not even like a sweet old oak, but more just like woody smelling. Huh. Interesting. It smells old, but it doesn't have that like, I might almost, if I were to know this blind, call it like double barreled rather than like extra aged. My laptop is screaming with its fan. It's trying to cool itself off. Lots of dark notes, like it's like whiskey syrup or like whiskey sap coming from a tree. Very concentrated, very woody, like really muddled and like cooked down purple fruits, black fruits, like almost burnt. Like, oh shit, they're sticking to the bottom, and then you just get them off the bottom before they burn, but they're right at the verge of burning. By the way, picked some friggin' blueberries this summer. While I was in Michigan, picked some wild blueberries with the family. That was fun. Do I think that's worth $200 to $300 a bottle? I don't know. I haven't tasted it yet. We'll get there, though. $500? I should have just sold the bottle. It's $500. Jeez Louise. You know you nailed tequila when you can pick out those additives. Whoa. Is your ice melting yet? Oh, yeah. She's melting. I just realized that I didn't have a soda to mix it with. That's my bad. Well, I had one, but I don't dare drink the last Diet Coke. Kentucky Bourbon Fest, I think it's in September. I believe. Hey, Gary's here. Hey, Gary. You son of a bitch. Love you. All right, I can't wait to taste it any longer. It smells delicious. That's really good. It doesn't taste... What the hell did I just taste before that? Oh, that Eclipse. It doesn't flare up like I thought I was gonna for the high proof. It's just really even keeled. That is delicious. That is really, really good. Man. Yeah, that's a hell of a sipper. That is like... Turkey has this thing. Some people call it like a turkey funk. But there's a uniqueness to its oak profile. It's not bitter. It's not sour. It's almost like maybe a slight tartness to the oak. It's like it wants to almost go nutty, like a younger wild turkey product. But where it starts to go nutty, it veers off into oak, and that oak maintains like a slight, um, the nutty profile comes through in the oak, but it's an oak profile instead of a nutty profile. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Like it maintains the turkey funk through the oak, which makes it special and unique. I think that every distillery, as things get older and older, their distillate changes in a specific way. Buffalo Trace products, they just get more Buffalo Tracy and more concentrated and more like full flavored. If you get into like a 23-year Van Winkle or something like that, 20-year Van Winkle, you start to really pick up on oak as a note. But like the George T. Staggs and the William LaRue Wellers, even like a Weller 12, you don't necessarily pick up on a strong oak note. You just pick up on more of a Buffalo Trace note. In contrast to that, when you have an extra aged Heaven Hill product, the Heaven Hill profile ages out and you don't taste the nutty Heaven Hill profile anymore, and you just start getting into this delicious old oak profile. That can also be true for beam products. They're a little bit different, but I would say that Heaven Hill and beam products, as they get extra old, tend to age out some of the notes and age into an oak profile more. MGP is more like Buffalo Trace, where it just becomes more MGP and like more full-bodied. You're going to pick up on an older taste, but it's not necessarily an oak note. A lot of the Brown-Forman stuff gets oakier, but carries the profile in a more bolder way. The turkey profile, as it gets older, it's unique because it gets oaky, but also carries along the turkey profile with it. It's like the turkey profile never lets go. It never ages out of that slight nutty funkiness. It just adds on this oak friggin', like, it just builds oak balls, right? And then like, what the hell? Holy shit, those are some giant oak balls that guy's got. And then its profile, though, its nutty personality sticks along with it. And you're like, wow, great big balls made of oak and kind of a nutty guy. Still there with it. The 15-year was maybe the most oak forward without the turkey profile that I've tasted. But the 13 years, both of them have maintained that turkey profile while also strong oak forward, like ballsy, big flavored, bold, viscous, delicious bourbon. And just going to the nose of this, now that it's been in this glass for a few minutes, that smells like turkey. That smells like wild turkey. And I like that. But it also tastes under proof. That doesn't taste 124 proof to me. But it does. That's the second time that's happened. This is fun. The 13-year, you taste it. And like delicious, delicious, delicious. Like this great profile of like the guy I was talking about before. Oaky, nutty, kind of funky and sweet. Like muddled burnt fruits almost. And the first, I don't know, it long enough for me to go, it doesn't taste that high proof because it's a very, like, I'll say smooth. I don't give a shit. Very smooth, like, well, it's just like a very smooth process. The tasting, the mouthfeel, like the experience is very even keeled and very straightforward almost. Like it just does this really beautiful thing over the palate. And then it diminishes. And then I say, well, it doesn't taste 120. And then it just boom, it like engulfs on the back, like back here. There's like a second gear. It's like an encore performance. It's like, good job, Wild Turkey. You did really good. And then it's like she haven't seen nothing yet. Bang, 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 or whatever the guitar makes sound. But the back, it flares up again and gets really, really neat. And then you're like, whoa, there's a second gear. We just hit, Paul Walker just hit the NOS. And the floorboards fell out of his friggin' non-turbo Mitsubishi Eclipse. Oh, son of a bitch. That's good. The second gear makes it very special. It's special at first, but then, like, it hits hard. How in the hell is that turning on? My kids are crazy. They turn up the air, and then before I live stream, I turn it back down so that it's not running the entire time. So then I turn it back up before I stream, and then I turn it back down. It's like, are you warm or cold, kids? So anyway, you can hear the air for a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, the dark fruits over the heavy nuttiness for sure, and the high HB. Oh, lots of tequila talk. I'll tell you what tequilas I have here in a second. We may have gone through this before, but what else did he hit besides Nos? Oh, Eric B. Boo, that's a terrible joke. That's worse than my Koberger joke. Well, not actually really. My Koberger joke was way worse. Danger to the manifold. Beep, beep, beep. Favorite 20-plus year bourbon? I don't know. They're all good. I mean, I don't own any of those bottles, so I know that some of the Orphan barrels were awesome. The Van Winkle 20 and 23 were awesome. I love the 23 Van Winkle that I've tasted. Oh boy, I don't think I've ever tried one that's that old that I disliked, except for maybe in my early years when I just started whiskey. When people sent me stuff that was really old, my palate wasn't ready for that yet. 20-year Dickel. That might be the one. That I don't know. What does that taste like? Ric Flair whiskey, huh? I love how you are viewing this, getting your initial impressions and waiting to go back. Most don't appear to do that, but that could be the magic of editing. What do you mean, Travis? My initial impressions, then waiting to go back. Like waiting to go back for the video or waiting to go back? Best of the year contender. So I haven't tried everything that's out there. There's a ton of stuff out there that, man, there's so much stuff out there that people, for me, yeah. I mean, for anything that I have, because my whiskey of the year is stuff that I own. So yeah, it's definitely in the category. Let me try, just for shits and giggles, I guess for my own shit. That can't be it. I'm going to get crazy for a second. America. This is my 12-year Barrel King blend. 12-year, 114 proof, 36% rye MGP blend. And this is Russell's 13, 124 proof. So a year older and 10 proof points higher. It's so weird. Like when you smell things next to each other, it's so weird how things change. Yeah. I mean, so the Russell's 13 is in contention for whiskey of the year for me, but that's cool. I just wanted to do that just to see. That'd be a fun thing to do. So I cannot be, what's the word? What do you call it? Shit. Objective? Subjective? If I'm tasting my blend versus Russell's 13, I'm going to have a bias. It would be fun for me to just blind send these to random people just to get their thoughts. To see if I'm crazy or not. Because I might be crazy. But I think that my blend holds up actually really well. It's not as oak dominant, but like I said, old MGP doesn't get oak dominant. It just gets more bold. And out of fun, I poured it. And then when I smelled them next to each other and just tasted it, very surprised at how well it stands up. The Russell's 13 is really, really good. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I got a good deal on it. It is very spicy. It is a spicy. It does come through pretty nutty. The Russell's 13 does have a nutty bite to it. And I wonder if that's because it had the nutty stuff earlier. Because the Knob Creek I had, my Knob Creek pick, which I didn't think was nutty before, had a nutty profile to it after I had the Derbytown and the Melwood. Maybe I'm just very sensitive to nuttiness tonight. I don't know. I'm willing to be wrong all the time. But that Russell's 13 has a very obvious nutty note to it, which I don't dislike because it's a turkey nutty note. But at the same time, it's much more prominent than I remember in the last year's 13 or 2 years ago. In the 15 for sure. Knob Creek is always nutty. Yeah. I agree that when you get a non-nutty Knob Creek, they're still a little bit nutty sometimes. Most recent bourbon purchase regret. So this Sazerac 100 proof rye I bought yesterday, it can't be that big of a regret because it was only $44. But I don't see myself drinking it. I don't know if the video I put out today will cover the $44 price that I paid for it? Probably not. It might. I don't know. What sucks is when you pay like $100 plus for a bottle that's bad. That's not fun. So I don't really have any regrets as of late. I've been very careful with my purchasing this year just because, money's down a little bit. The cost of everything is up a bit, like a hell of a lot. So I've been more careful with what I purchase, and it's a good thing to say that I don't have any like big time regrets. When you go all willy-nilly and just buy everything in sight, you're gonna have more regrets than you have like successes. And I'm not in, we can't just do that all the time. Russell's Reserve, reminder of why you love whiskey, for sure. If I'm at Bourbon Group's chat, they have some Russell's Reserve 13 Heavy. I don't know. I think. Shit. Hold on. I lost my mic. We're doing it. This will be the last thing I taste before the Blackberry Jack. But what I want to know, for my personal feelings, so this is it was a gift from Jimmy Copeland. This Russell's Reserve 13. Thank you, Jimmy Copeland, son of a B. What year was this? 2023 or 2024? 114.8 proof. I think it must have been 2023. America. But I don't remember this one being as nutty. I could be wrong. We're about to find out. Before I go out on some crazy tangent about not loving this year's as much as I like the other 13 or the 15 or even the Rickhouse F or whatever it was that I had. I like the first 13 year better, I believe. That'll be a bourbon skirmish. That'll be a video. Hell yeah, that's a good video. That a lot of people will dislike since they can't get a bottle of either. But I think that the Russell's Reserve 13 year from 2 years ago is more sweet oak and like just tastes older. The 13 from this year is higher proof, but tastes younger. It has more of a youthful turkey profile. Still like it though. Russell's Reserve compared to 12 Summers. That's what I just tasted them side by side, and 12 Summers was. I just poured 12 Summers just to see. It's kind of like a joke, and then smelling them side by side, I think I preferred the nose on 12 Summers more. I think I might like 12 Summers more. But again, it makes no... I can't say that and have any of you take it seriously because I blended 12 Summers, so I can't say that and have it mean anything. The only thing that happens when I say that is I look like an asshole. So I just did it side by side quickly to see if they were in the same category or the same, like, if they could be talked about together, and I believe that they can, for sure. I miss me some Jimmy Copeland too. I haven't seen Jimmy Copeland around in a while. That tall son of a bee. All right. We only got one thing left to do tonight. I wish I knew which glass was which. I have an entire mess of glasses here. That's Russell's 13 new. What's this? Oh, that's not that. No, what's that? I got all my glasses mixed up, so I can't even compare anything anymore. That's my bad. Oh well. Last thing to do tonight is to open this Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry, give it a sip, a little bit of a taste. A little bit of a taste. Just, I just want to taste. My wife used to watch a show called, what was it? Something about, it wasn't Gypsy Sisters. She watched that too. But it was like My Real Gypsy Wedding or something. I can't remember. But there was like one of the gypsy girls who's like, I just want to taste. So it's an inside joke between me and my wife. Just want to taste. Just want to taste of it. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry Original Recipe, 70 proof. Blackberry liqueur blended with Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey. Very pretty bottle. Look at that. Screw top, so you know it's good. Blackberry. What do we do? Oh nope, I got the perfect. A little bit of a friggin' Drums and Rams glass here. Ooh. Oh, it's Pursuit Spirits. Clip that shit. Oh, I'm gonna drop it. The distinct taste of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey notes of blackberry. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry brings together the bold character of Jack with the flavor of real blackberries. Together they create a smooth, sweet taste that's perfect to enjoy with friends. Every day we make it, we'll make it the best we can. It's nice. All right. That is a full glass. Smells really good. Oh. How you doing? How you doing? Right? How you doing? Smells good. Oh, it smells good. I mean, it smells like blackberries. It smells nice. Wow. That is sugary. That is sweet. That is... Wow. I'll get you. Oh. Yep. That could be used. You could put that. You should put that with something else. The lemonade thing would probably be a good idea. Diet Coke thing would probably be a good idea. Wow. That is syrupy. Syrupy and sweet. No, boy. Wow. It's pretty in there. What do I have to mix this with? That'd be good. Could mix it with some colon broom. Nah, we're good. Somebody I know bought a case of colon broom and used a scoop of it, and now we have a case of colon broom. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's a Friday. Might as well party a bit. Hold on. So we keep full sugared soda for guests, like for holidays and stuff. And I won't open our last Diet Coke. America. But I will open this expired Coca-Cola Classic. This is something from Green River, but it looks like it could be a stirrer. Well, there's carbonation. There's carbonation in there. That's okay. That's good. I do like it. I won't drink it. My wife probably love that. I think my wife probably love that. Then she'd probably throw it up all over the place because she has a hard time drinking alcohol without throwing up. It's just one of her many things that I love her for. Wow. Oh. That's good. Mixed with lemon iced tea. No, it's good. It tastes good. The carbonation, like, really tickled my throat. Oh, that's more sugar. That's I love sugar. Ginger ale might work with that. I don't know about ginger ale. Oh God, no, I didn't get the real American beer. I didn't. But I did. So I shot a video. This honestly happened. I shot a video of Whistling Diesel's El Colo versus Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer. But I was wearing, what was I wearing? It might have been like a long sleeve, like a Reebok, like not even a windbreaker, but kind of like a long sleeved. It's not even a t-shirt either. It has like a little bit of a zipper action here. And then I had the microphone like tucked into the zipper. And I shot an entire video of El Colo versus Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer because I was saying that I can only have one summer drink. Like if I were to be a guest on someone's boat, what would I bring? Would I bring Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer or Whistling Diesel's El Colo? But when I went to edit that, it was literally the microphone like rubbing against the zipper the entire time. So it was unusable. Looking back on what's happened since then, kind of happy that some of the jokes I made in there weren't heard by the world because R.I.P. Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan. I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. Come on, everybody. I am a real American. Come on. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. Hulk Hogan's the best. You know what I mean? Take your vitamins and eat your friggin' steroids, brothers. Sprite goes well. Yeah, I can imagine Sprite would go really well with that. Soda water, seltzer. So one of my bowling teammates, he's a good guy. He's actually super handsome. He's my hot friend. he does the old medical helicopter shit. Just crazy dude. But might be a serial killer because when we go bowling, I order a large Diet Coke every time, and he orders a bowling alley soda water. And I'm like, dude, that is the creepiest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Just ordering soda water from a bowling alley every time we bowl. That's why I never beat him. Not because I can't, but because I don't want to piss him off. You know? Also, if you ever watch this, I love you, and weird one to choose to watch. Cam is also my hot friend. Hogan was a knob. Yeah, he probably was. Who knows? You never know. You never know anybody unless you know somebody. What world is this coming from? Sweet Cindy going at Travis Robeson. Travis Robeson hard. No idea. Missed another fucking super chat. Oh no, that's my bad. What was I doing when I missed that? Oh, Tony back a friggin' D's. What in the world? That deserves it. Let's see if I can find one for you. Oh man.
Another fucking super chat.
Tony Bag of Donuts, do yourself a favor and get some Tropicana spicy lemonade for that Jack Daniels Blackberry on me. You'll thank me. Cheers, Sultan of the Swirls. Thank you, Tony Bag of Donuts. Tropicana spicy lemonade. My wife might love that. We'll see. We will see. Also, I need to get my wife to drink one of these days because little inside baseball. Z-Biotics, they changed who they work with, I guess. Like they changed the middleman. So like Z-Biotics hires a middleman who then hires creators. So a middleman will email a creator and be like, hey, we work with Z-Biotics and we want to sponsor a video of you. We want you to work with Z-Biotics. What's your rate? And then you tell them whatever your rate is. And then they're like, oh, we can't do that. How about like half of that? And then you're like, that sucks. Well, okay. Then it turns out they pay other people a lot more and you just got friggin' hosed for a couple years. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so Z-Biotics doesn't work with the same middleman anymore. They work with somebody else. So I'm not sponsored by Z-Biotics. Like they don't sponsor any more of my videos. So I got this email from a company who makes these gummies, and they're like some like glutathione. Like they're supposed to help with kind of do the same thing that Z-Biotics does. And not to brag, but when I'm drinking like bourbon, I don't necessarily have hangovers. I don't get sick from drinking whiskey. But my wife can't look at alcohol without throwing up. So she's my test subject for all this stuff. So I have these gummies that I need her to try. And she's tried them once and they worked pretty well. But I need her to drink more and throw up more so that I can tell if these gummies are worth it or not for people to try. I can try them, but I'm just going to feel the same no matter what. So yeah, I need to get some of that spicy lemonade with the Blackberry Jack Daniels. Fill her full of these gummies, and then have her go to town on the Jack Daniels, and then I'll let you know for sure if I should recommend these gummies or not. They kind of smell like weed though, which is interesting. Tastes good. I'll let you know. That's good. Kind of tastes like marijuana, though. It is interesting. Glutathione is good stuff. That's what they say. That's what it says on the package. Nobody hosting my channel yet. Hashtag not sponsored. That's weird, Gary. That'd be funny if Gary put a 60-second ad in the middle of his 30-second video. I'd love that. Gary World's Worst Bourbon Channel. Then he goes into a 60-second ad and he's like, this whiskey is fine. Goodbye. I'd love that. No, it's not Z-Biotics. They're not the people. It's it's everything that has a middleman is where it sucks. Because I'm sure Z-Biotics pays per view or whatever. Like they pay the middleman what a view is worth, or like what like the right CPM, and then the middleman, just like any middleman, makes as much money as they can off of the the end whatever. No, it doesn't have a weed leaf on the package at all. I emailed the company and I was like, man, my wife kind of digs it and whatever, but why does it smell and taste like weed? And they were like, it's something in the orange flavoring that they use, which kind of makes sense because I can taste that now, and like they're doing a revision on the flavoring. But I mean, kind of funny. I think it has like some mushrooms in there too, some reishi mushrooms extract. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where like the earthiness comes from. Who knows? Where's my Glen? I got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Glens tonight. And we're calling it a day after I drank the Jack Daniel's Blackberry. And I don't know what is in what Glen anymore. I know one of them is Russell's 13. Smells nice. The rest of them, no idea what's in them. We're going to call it a day. That was fun. That was a fun live stream. I had a blast. I'm going to say goodnight to you. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go outside, pump up the left-hand side of the kayak again. I'm going to just put a bunch of friggin' sealant on there and like waterproofing tape and try to friggin' make the leak go away. But I promise you that it will have another leak by tomorrow. They just spring leaks, which is a terrible thing for a boat to do. A stupid boat. I don't want to get back into it. It'll just make my blood pressure go up. Stupid boats. Travis, thanks for the stream. If you get this, reach out to me for a question, brother. What in the world? I'll reach out to you, Travis. I love you. Were you done already? You just got here. Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours almost. About 2 hours. We blasted through a bunch of pours. Kayak story. I don't want to talk about the kayak again. It's not even a boat. It's a freaking inflatable kayak. They weren't supposed to bust out even 1,000. Bust out another air leak. Josh Combe, there is a... I don't think I put the descriptions, not in this live. Go into any of my videos, and there is the P.O. box in all of my video descriptions. Not in this one, I don't think, but in all my videos, they're in the description. There's a P.O. box. Should go for 2 hours straight. That kayak pisses me off. I don't even have to deal with it. The problem is Rizzle D. The problem is I'm always like, it's never I never noticed. Like, it's always like in a bigger problem. Like, it's never like I pump up one side and like, oh, it's leaking. It's like I had it on top of the truck, all strapped down and ready to go. And then I'm like, why is this side flat now? So I have to undo everything. Like, that's the problem. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'll fish from a bank. I will. I don't know. I'm not going to steal anyone's boat. I won't do it. Between an in-video ad and adding a formal intro, there won't be time for any content. Hi, I'm Gary, the world's worst bourbon channel. Today's video is brought to you by non-hangover gummies. Non-hangover gummies are great for when you drink and you don't want to be hungover. If you don't want to be hungover and you don't mind chewing gummies, go to this website in the description of this video. And that's the end of the video. And that would be a long-ass video for Gary Franchi. I would love to get back on the kayak, Jason. I would love to get back on the kayak. As a matter of fact, I didn't only plan to get back on the kayak, but I inflated the kayak anticipating my ability to get back on it or in it. But I can't. Bring a air just like, hey, be a stronger kayak. Be made out of something with a little bit better of a friggin', I don't know. It's like you're just going to give up the sight of a friggin', what someone said, like, maybe there was like a little picker bush inside of your head. Like, if a kayak, inflatable or not, sees a picker bush, Taylor Swift that shit. Brush it off. You know what I mean? Or shake it out, whatever Taylor Swift does. It should be nothing. There's not an ADHD whiskey Discord, but I need one, and I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to do it. I need to do it for Patreon. I need to do it. Anyway, that'll be it for that. Wish me luck on the kayak thing. Wish me luck on getting a better haircut next time I get a haircut. I think that, let me see, is there anything else I need luck on? I don't know, probably not. If you want a 12 Summers, then a 12 Summers Barrel King blend, my latest blend, just search Google Whiskeyland TV Barrel King, and it'll bring you to the site where you can get my 12 Summers blend. If it's something you want. If it's not something you want, totally fine. But I think you're missing out a little bit, maybe a little bit, if you're not a gold member. I think it's exceptional. I love it. Other than that, if you're a patron, there's a drop next Friday for an Onyx and Amber 12-year low rye MGP bourbon single barrel that I did in collaboration with the Average Drinker, Dara. We chose a barrel together, Bill, Dara, and myself. That drops next Friday. It's called the Mile High Monster. It's a good pick, really good pick. Other than that, shit, I don't know. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Alec Bradley, for sponsoring the live stream. And I'll see you next week for maybe. Bill is a friggin' stud. His beard is like a Brillo pad. He could wash dishes with his chin. He could scrub cast iron and then get in trouble for it. You don't scrub cast iron. Sorry, I couldn't help it. You know? Bill's the best. Maybe next week I'll taste these tequilas. I had a bunch of them. Tears of Lerona. Corazon Reposado. Aged in WLW barrels. What else do we got? Caballito, Cicero, Chateau Blanco, Unicorn. I don't know what that is. That's here. G4, Reposado. Got a whole bunch of this stuff. Corazon in CYPB barrels. Fortizella Anejo. Tequila Ocho Anejo, aged in Widow Jane barrels. I don't know. We got a bunch of them from Outlaw. So maybe we'll have to do those next week. Maybe explore a different spirit. If not, then I'll come up with some other shit to do. But other than that, I'm out of here. Thank you for being in my stream tonight. I love you. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. I'll see you next week. Big hugs and kisses. If I sink on a lake tomorrow in a deflated inflatable kayak, son of a bitch.